So I really want to emphasize that the reference, the processing reference is critical to understand. So you can just type processing reference and head in there and uh, again, this is 95% of what programmers do is they just, within the language that they're using, look up the functions that are available to them and learn about those functions and then actually make use of those functions in the program. So I frequently will go back and look at processing's reference guide. Every language that you would ever learn is going to have a reference guide like this, some sort of documentation that will explain how to use all the functions that come pre-built in the language. So the reference is critical. Now you'll see one of these methods here is size, which will change the size of the window. I'm not going to try and find it right now, but let's just try this. In the reference, you would learn with the size function that it takes in two parameters, a width, 640, by a height, 480. Let's just make it standard definition TV size. And then we'll draw that shape again, but this time around our window should be somewhat significantly bigger. And it sure is. So we can make this ellipse quite a bit bigger. Let's make it exactly centered. So the center of the window would be half of the width, or 320, and then half of the height for the y coordinate, which would be 240. And then let's make it fill the entire window. So we would like our circle to be 640 wide and 480 tall. And let's see if I did this all correctly. Looks like I did. Great. Well, there's other different functions too. Some that are useful are to be able to set the fill color. And so to set the fill color, you could find this in the processing reference guide, but I'll just show you how to do it. You specify three parameters, red, green, and blue. And this is RGB, which you may have heard before, and it tells the pixels on the screen how much blueness, how much redness, and how much greenness to have. So let's have like kind of a blue-green thing or something. I don't know. So 20 red, 100 green, and 180 blue. Now these values go from 0 to 255. 255 being total saturation with that color, and 0 being no saturation with that color. So if we run this, we should see kind of a mostly blue, little greenish, reddish circle. Okay, well, let's just go ahead and let's do one more. Let's try and execute code for having 4 different circles in a row. So if we I'm just going to copy and paste the code from an earlier program that I did. So here's code that will run 4 different circles kind of spread around the screen. And what I would like you to do is to recreate this and then change the colors of the circles. Or you know what, we could add, you can play around with rectangles, you can learn how to use triangles, etc., etc. And then for the homework, for what I would like you to do, or for classwork, what I would like you to do is to try and follow the instructions for the drawing that I made in the Schoology course, which is, I'll drag it over. I want you to make a drawing kind of like this. And in order to do that, you'll need to change the stroke weight. So I'll show you how to do that quick. Stroke weight. If you just want to make the line thicker, the outline, you can just change the weight of the stroke, the outline, to something like 4. And now, if we run our code, you will notice the black line is quite a bit thicker. So again, now your job is to create a drawing much like this. This is 2 drawings in a single window, a smiley face or like a surprise face over here and a house over here. And turn in both the screenshot and the, well, just turn in the screenshot and in the PDE file of your actual program. And I'll show you how to do that in class.